Good morning, my fellow yoga travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. It's Monday, he's back, and so it's Poetry Day. This is from Hafiz. I have learned so much from God. I have learned so much from God that I can no longer call myself a Christian, a Hindu, a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Jew. The truth has shared so much of itself with me that I can no longer call myself a man, a woman, an angel, or even a pure soul. Love has befriended Hafiz so completely, it has turned to ash and freed me of every concept and image my mind has ever known. If I could wish for you to have the mystical current and understand that, take you to the selflessness, which seems to lead to annihilation, but every mystic says it's the only life there really is. So, anyway, our journaling question for those of you who like to write about this, or what I call elevate the conversation, talk to yourself or other people who'd be interested in it, and take the risk to broach the conversation and see where it leads. How did your education complement or influence your creativity? Whether the education came literally through academia and degrees, or was it street smarts, or on the job? How did your education complement or influence your creativity? Let me know what you think about that in your life. I'll be glad to share what happens in my life as well. All right, so first of all, stand straight. BKS Iyengar, my teacher, says, when you stand straight, your brain can float. There are fluids in your brain. And if your head is tilted, and every single politician never looks at you straight, they're always tilted, right? Then the fluids in your brain are sloshing around, and you don't have a clear perception, according to this yogi. You can challenge it if you want. But the important thing about practice is practice teaches you humility, and it places you among, not above other people, no matter how far you think you've gone in your practice. But I'm always reminding you that pranayama is the next limb of yoga. And in terms of pranayama, what a shame that we have such access to this wonderful gift and yet ignore its use and development. And you know what I say, once you start your pranayama practice, even though I know it means extra time you have to spend, discipline will no longer be imposed upon you from outside. It'll be a wheel rolling under its own initiative. I all hope that you find out what that means by direct experience. Now, the I Ching, which comes from a very different mindset in Asia, has a lot to do with attuning to the Tao, or the way of nature. Because the nature attains what is right for all with any kind of artifice or special effort on its part. The height of wisdom is when all that one does is as self-evident as what nature does. So there's no need for any kind of effort on your part, and yet everything turns out as it should. So hold fast to what is right, and see that you gain the power of enduring, just like nature. Now, Clarissa Pinkola Estes, my favorite Jungian cantadora or storyteller, reminds us in her story, The Skeleton Woman, that death is the process to incubate new life. And if you wish to be fit for life, you have to develop a relationship with the life-death-life mother, or the life-death-life nature. And so in relationship, your shared living of the increases and decreases of life create an unparalleled devotion to each other. Because, as I love to say, when you marry the not beautiful, there's nothing you're going to reject. You accept it all, and that opens the gate. Now, the world is going to constantly test you. It tests your capacity to give your gifts in the face of the world's refusal. So you're going to shut down, you're going to withdraw, you're going to be passive-aggressive. So free your energy from neurotic self-concern. Don't worry about other people. Just give your gifts. You have a unique quality to you that no one else can bring about. No one existed before you. No one's going to exist after you. They broke the mold when you were born. So flaunt it. Give the best that you have. Even if, as Mother Teresa or Kenneth Key says, it may not be enough, give the best anyway. Now, my rabbi, who's like my spiritual auto mechanic, says, you brought your car in and the oil is dirty here. We got to flush out all the fluids of the old consciousness and infuse life, vitality, and clear fluids back into your engine. And if you do that as you age, a new hierarchy will emerge. And this is for all my friends who are older. The new hierarchy is not based on youth or beauty. It's not based on social status or wealth or your intellect, but instead on inner development, on your own selflessness and ready to serve others, enjoy purity, and to beam your own moral radiance because you know what is right, and nature shows you that's what endures. So, for my affirmation masters, remember, be eager and enthusiastic in the sifting, selective sifting of your thought control. Don't let your mind get caught by that which is base and unworthy. So, honestly, try to live your very best life. And remember, you cannot lose anything worth acquiring by getting the knowledge of truth. You cannot lose anything worth having by acquiring the knowledge of truth. Sacrifice there has to be, but only of those things that one would be happier without. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.